this is Belle from Belle's Book Reviews again. Today we're going to be reviewing The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Susan Collins. So this book, before we start, I'd like to warn you and apologize beforehand because I might spit out a few spoilers, so I apologize in advance to those of you who haven't yet read this book. Anyways, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is about Coriolanus Snow. This is the prequel to the Hunger Games series, which for some reason didn't come out as the first book. So in the Hunger Games, Coriolanus Snow is a despicable, cruel monster. And this book is about him falling in love. I mean, of all things, love. And in the Hunger Games, he doesn't really seem like someone who you want to walk up to and say, "Hey, Snow, let's be friends." Because he'd probably do something horrible to you. But in this book, he's like surrounded by friends. And what's even more shocking is that the girl he's fallen in love with is not from the capital. It's a district girl. And from all the districts in this series, Lucy Gray is from a music group called the Covies in District 12. So I have to admit, I enjoyed seeing Coriolanus Snow vulnerable to love, because he usually seems like such a strict, strong man, but this time he's like suddenly he's vulnerable, and Lucy Gray has like him giving her food, he's coming to visit her every day. I mean, it's pretty sweet to see Coriolanus Snow with Lucy Gray all the time and having somebody like a friend or a girlfriend. So in this book we meet Sejanus Plinth, who I need to admit, at first he didn't quite seem like the kind of person that Coriolanus would be friends with in his old self or his present self. So I was quite surprised when in the middle they kind of became best friends, and I was very surprised that he fell in, that Sejanus was hung right next to what was her name? Liz? So that was actually for some reason it was really, really, really shocking how Sejanus, he seems like he's going to get through being, of all things, Coriolanus and Sejanus become peacekeepers. And I'm just like, how did that happen? And he gets hung. And I need to admit, I was growing a bit attached to Sejanus. He seemed really nice, and it was kind of sweet how he wanted to tell Coriolanus about everything. And now that I think about it, when Sejanus was around, that's when Coriolanus started doing bad things for the good of the capital. When Sejanus is telling Coriolanus about the plan he has with Billy Top, Coriolanus records it on a jabberjay. I mean, why would you do that to somebody who thinks that you're their friend? And there's another thing that I seriously do not understand. His friend, his cousin Tigris, however you pronounce her name, they're like best friends. They're cousins, yes, but they're like also best friends. But in this book, she's wearing like these seriously ragged clothes and lives in a shop. I would imagine that when Coriolanus Snow becomes president, he becomes somebody who would, I don't know, he just seems like somebody who'd let Tigris live somewhere really, really fancy in the capital. If she didn't like any of them, he would like let her live in his place. Or maybe he'd let her, or maybe he'd even build like a huge mansion for her. But no, she's living in a shop with a basement where she hides Katniss's army squad. No. Of course, Coriolanus did not give Tigris any place nice to live, because when I read it, Tigris's place did not sound so much like a big mansion or like somewhere very remote in the capital. So I really want to know what turned Coriolanus' relationship with Tigris into what it is in present day, and I also need to know what turned Coriolanus Snow into the despicable monster he is now. So personally, I would imagine my best guess would be that when Lucy Gray dumped him. So I would imagine that's when it all started, but still it seems a bit like, yes, the girl who you trusted tried to murder you with a snake, but hey, the snake wasn't poisonous or anything. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of people, although I haven't had one yet, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people have had breakups with boyfriends or girlfriends, but I do not think it turns you into a despicable monster who sends 24 girls and boys from age 12 to 18 to die in an arena. I don't think that a breakup can do that to you. It's not natural. So, in conclusion, I have a lot of questions about Mr. Coriolanus Snow. Well, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and see you next time.